Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. May peace and blessings of God Almighty be upon each and every one of you. This is Wasi Ahmed with your program Quran for your guidance. In the last episode, we came up to ayat number 54 of Surah 2 called Surah Al-Baqarah. Today, inshallah, God willing, we'll try to understand ayat number 55 and 56. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. I seek refuge in Allah against Satan the accursed. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. وَإِذْ قُلْتُمْ يَا مُوسَى لَن نُؤْمِنَ لَكَ حَتَّى نَرَى اللَّهَ جَهْرَةً فَأَخَذَتْكُمُ الصَّاعِقَةُ وَأَنْتُمْ تَنْظُرُونَ ثُمَّ بَعَثْنَاكُمْ مِنْ بَعْدِ مَوْتِكُمْ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ وَظَلَّلْنَا عَلَيْكُمُ الْغَمَامَ وَأَنزَلْنَا عَلَيْكُمُ الْمَنَّ وَالسَّلْوَىٰ كُلُوا مِنْ طَيِّبَاتِ مَا رَزَقْنَاكُمْ وَمَا ظَلَمُونَا وَلَكِنْ كَانُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ يَظْلِمُونَ صدق الله مولانا العظيم. I was wrong when I said ayat 55, 56. Actually, we are trying to understand today ayat 55, 56 and 57. The general meaning of this in English is, and remember when you said, Moses, we will not believe in you until we see God in person. You were then struck by a thunderbolt while you were looking on, but we raised you again after you had been as dead, so that you might be thankful. We caused the clouds to provide shade for you and sent down for you manna and quails. Eat of the good things we have provided for you. Indeed, to us they did no harm, but themselves did they wrong. Entirely true are the words of Allah. Now, the interesting thing is, they told Moses, we will not believe in you until we see God face to face. If you go through the Old Testament in Exodus, it explains, no man has seen God and lived. We'll see God in the hereafter, inshallah, if God permits. The demand was kind of ridiculous because we can see God through His creation, all the earth and heavens and everything in between, all the creatures, human beings, plants, animals, mountains, rivers, flowers, whatever not. He created everything, and there is a sign in everything. There is a certain scent in each flower, there is a certain taste in each fruit, there is a certain quality in each vegetable, and so on. So we don't have to see God face to face in order to believe in God. So the request was not accepted, whereas God showed them a thunderbolt and they fell down as dead, and then He raised them up so that they can be thankful they got their life back. Then God Almighty says here, we caused the clouds to provide shade for you and sent down for you manna and quails. It appears they were wandering in the desert or wherever, and there was no food around, and it was hot, the sun was hot, so God Almighty provided shade to them, cool shade, by spreading clouds over their heads and also providing them manna and quails. Manna was kind of a sticky gum-like substance which extracted from on the ground, and it would be ripe, it will be good to eat the same day. If you leave it till the next day, it will melt down and it will rot. And quails are the birds which they could roast and eat. So God Almighty gave them free food without any effort to hunt, any effort to gather food and prepare food. Eat of the good things we have provided for you. Indeed, to us they did no harm, but themselves did they wrong. So God provided all the food and asked them to eat and enjoy it, but they still did not obey God properly. And here God Almighty is indicating that He was not happy with them, and whatever they did harm to themselves. So until next time, may peace be with you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.